Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is doing very well. I'm doing absolutely great. And today I just want to show you one of my plans. It's called the habit plan. And the reason I want to show you is this is because I made this plan about a year and a half ago, a year ago. And when I started doing my habits and I created more and more and more, I noticed that my life was getting into better shape and I was doing better and better and I was being more productive and more productive. So this plan worked for me and I hope it can do something for you. So I'm going to open up what I made now. And let's see. There we go. So I hope everyone can see, right? So yeah, a quick backstory. Like I said, I started a year ago, and when I started my habit plan, I started with like only 2 habits, and I started working on myself and working these out and building myself up bit by bit. Every every week a little bit better. That's like building yourself up 1% every day. So I did that, and that was great. So I will show you now what I figured out. But first, you just gotta ask yourself, why you want to use this anyway. So to know why you want to use it, first you got to know what a habit actually is. So what is a habit? A habit is a settled tendency or usual manner of behavior. I wrote everything that I'm about to tell you. I wrote it down so you don't. You can always read it back because I'm gonna put the link of this document in the comments below, or you can find it below the video, and you can download it and open it for yourself. So you know like I said, everyone has a combination of good habits and bad habits that they have built up during their lifetime. The idea of the habit plan is to partially or fully get rid of the bad habits and amplify and create the good habits. So this plan will help you build the person you want to be in such small steps that like anyone can do it. I mean, I did myself, so and that was a piece of work, I tell you that. Um, so the power of progressing in such manner is that it is easy to do, but still a step forward towards a bigger goal. Progressing towards your goal will create more belief within you and create more discipline and consistency at the same time. Therefore, you will automatically do more things that you wouldn't or couldn't do before, which will accelerate your progress towards your goals even more. So saying that is like you want to have a goal. And the goal is I want to become a better person. And then you have to define what makes you a better person, better individual. And you can figure it out for yourself. Like, does the better version of me go to the gym, drink enough water, eat good foods, listen to podcasts instead of music, or read a book, or doesn't read a book, or you can figure it out for yourself what defines better for you. And when you have that goal, you can just work towards that with this plan. So you will end up by doing this, you will end up in an upward spiral by surrounding or by compounding incremental small steps towards your goals. There's nothing more powerful than incremental improvement. And trust me, it is true. So, okay, there you go. So now, how does it actually work? Um, so I made a few simple steps, the 4 steps that you can go through, and I had some important notes that will help you as well. So starting from the top, phase 1 is the setup, and that is, we just went over the why. This is the how, and in the next slide, I will show you the list of potential habits. We're gonna get there in a bit. Also, it says fill in your work list with a total of the first 10 habits that you want to create and or get rid of. Like I said again, I will show you what I mean with that in a bit. Phase 2 is that for each of those 10 habits, you will start measuring yourself what you have done in the previous week. So, you need to have a baseline. You need to know where your starting point is, because you need to know where you start, and you need to know where you want to go. So that's your goal. And then you only have to figure out what the steps are that you're going to have to take to get there. Okay, so I basically explained phase 2. So phase 3 is the execution. You actually start the habit plan, and for the first week you pick 2 habits out of the list. And out of those 2, I would say pick something that's easy to do, and pick something that you think is important to do. Like for some people, maybe easy to do will be drink a bit more water, and important for them might be stop smoking or smoke less cigarettes, but that's up to you. Third, you need to use a tracker. Like you need to track your daily progress, because if you don't measure your progress, you will not know what it is. And you need to know what it is because you need to know if you're making progress. So then at the end of the week, as on Sunday, at the end of the week, you go back to your list. You pick one more habit that you will do in the following week, and you increase the previous week's habits as well. So, by doing this, you will increase the amount of habits, and you will increase the how far you will increase the steps you're taking. That it's bigger and bigger and bigger steps, or further and further along you get towards your goal on the previous habits you're already doing. And then we have step number 4, phase number 4, and that is when you've built your habit up to the point where your goal is, where you want it to be, you're almost done. Yeah, you're almost done for real. So step 1, you have consistently built the habit once you have a 100% accuracy for a consistent amount of weeks. And what this means is, like, some people say it takes 21 days to build a habit. Some people say it takes 60. Some people say 90. The 21 days, to create a habit, that's kind of a myth. There was like an average of a lot of studies, and they averaged it out, and it's not really true. Like some habits might only take you a week, maybe 2, to build in your life, and some habits might take you 3 months. It depends on the difficulty of the habit. It depends on how it fits with your life. It depends on multiple factors. So you cannot say like every habit only takes 21 days if you do it consistently. No, some habits will take longer. Some habits you're done with faster. I would say 3 to 6 weeks is probably a good average to take. But I think in my recollection is that it takes approximately 66 days max, about 2 months, let's say. But yeah, a lot of smaller habits you can do a lot quicker. So after that time, you will know that you have created the habit when you don't have to think about it anymore and just do it, like brushing your teeth twice a day. So that's true. That's what's called a habit, when you don't have to think about it anymore and you just do it. Some people, when you first start going to the gym, you are going because you say, all right, every day I need to go to the gym. And you have to tell yourself every day, okay, I got to go to the gym. I got to go to the gym. But at some point, you just go to the gym and you work out. So that's what happens. That's called a habit. Below this is an important note, and that's, over the year, I figured out some tips and tricks and things that helped me get better at this. And I'm not going to read this out loud in this video, but you can just read it yourself when you download the document. And I'm just going to read this one quote of myself, and it is: remember, it is not important how quickly you achieve your goals. The important thing is who you become on the road towards them. Because habits are not about, like, if you want to go from drinking 1 liter of water a day to 2 liters, and you reach your goal of 2 liters, and then you're like, all right, I did it, I'm done, and now I can just go back to 1 liter. So that's not the point. The point is you become a person that drinks 2 liters of water a day. So the goal is what you aim at, but the goal should be to become that person. All right. So now, list of potential habits. This is something, you know, useful, maybe not. You know yourself best, and you can check this out. So I have some health habits, mindset, personal development, or extra habits. For good habits and bad habits, you can break down. You don't have to, abide by the list. It is a list for inspiration mostly. Is if I mean, if you go to the right side and you're like, all right, bad habits, drinking Red Bull. You need to drink less Red Bull. But what if you already don't drink Red Bull? So this is for each its own. But this might give you some inspiration which habits you can choose to develop. So that's only for this part. Okay, then your habit plan. This is where we go into the action part, where you have to actually do something. So this is the work list, where first you need, like I said in the thing before, you need to figure out 10 habits you want to build or break down if they're bad habits. And I made an example here, and let's just take the top one then. So for example, you want to drink more water. Then in the present, you're drinking right now 0.5 liters of water a day. Okay, that's good. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? What kind of person you want to become? Yeah, I want to become a person that drinks 2.5 liters of water every day. Okay, but in the first week, will you go from 0.5 to 2.5? I mean, maybe you can do this for a little while, for a few days with motivation, and you can actually do it. But in most cases, that will not last. So in the first week, you increase it only by like 0.25 liters of water. And then you see in the first week, it's 0.75. And you put a status on progress because you're working on that habit. And this way, you know where you are, you know where you want to go, and you can figure out what the next small step is. And the next small step, you decide on doing it. And the way you decide is the next step something you would do and something you could do, even on your bad days, So if you have a bad day, can you drink 0.75 liters of water? If the answer is no, you gotta lower it, because the idea of building a habit is that you need to do this every single day without exception. You need to take that next step every single day. That's how you build a habit, consistency. So don't take too big of steps because you want to reach your goal faster. It's not about the goal, it's about who you become on the way towards your goal. All right, so that's the work list. And then I have under the work list a habit tracker personally built. You can go here. I made an example for the first 10 weeks. You can fill in the date. You can fill in the percentage wise of how many of the habits you actually did that week, and you can fill in the habits. So yeah, you can fill this in every week for yourself. You can use this, or you can use something else. Like you can write it down, your habits tracker. You can put it in your on paper, or you can use a mobile app, out of the App Store. But yeah, I made this because this worked for me, and maybe it will help you as well. So the thing about this is you're going to track how much progress you're making. And this is where it gets important, that you will find out if the step is not too big. If you don't get like 100%, or let's say maybe 90%. It needs to be up there. The step you want to take is too big, because if you're like, all right, I want to go from 0.5 liters of water to 1 liter of water, and yes, I can do this, and for the first 5 days you do it, and then it becomes weekend, and you're going out for a drink, or you're not focused anymore, and boom, you don't do it. You don't drink a liter of water. That's that would be worse than the entire week drinking only 0.75 liters of water. Because what you're looking for consistency. You're looking to create a lifestyle, create the person. And that's only possible by doing it every single day. So yeah, I want to stop share this now. All right, awesome. So I just wanted to show you my quick habit plan. I hope that was useful. If anyone wants, you can download it. Like I said, you can copy it below. And if anyone wants a personal support mentorship on this, or like a training, or you need any help with this plan, I am open to just get on a call with you personally and help you out. So just get in touch with me through the comments. I will read them all, and I will be in touch if you let me know. So thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy it.